Every signature feels like a victory, a new client, a new partnership, another step towards the empire you're building. But what if I told you that the document you just signed wasn't a stepping stone, but a time bomb? A single sentence buried in page 12 that could silently drain your bank accounts, steal your intellectual property, or even hold your entire business hostage. Most entrepreneurs, blinded by optimism, sign these documents without a second thought. This isn't just careless, it's strategic malpractice, and it's how promising businesses go to zero. The problem isn't the contract itself. It's the weaponized ambiguity hidden inside. Legal jargon isn't designed to be clear. It's often designed to create loopholes, advantages for the party that drafted it. You see a partnership agreement, they see a blank check. You see a service contract, they see a license to demand endless work for free. You're playing a high-stakes game of chess, but you haven't been taught the rules. You believe a handshake and good faith are enough. But in business, what isn't written down simply doesn't exist. This isn't a theoretical risk. This is a cash flow crisis waiting to happen. This is the client who uses a vague scope of work clause to demand 3 times the work for the same price, bleeding your team and your margins dry. This is scope creep, and it's a silent killer of profit. This is the partner who uses a payment upon completion clause to delay paying you for 6 months, forcing you to take out loans just to make payroll. Your business is being used as their personal interest-free bank. And the worst part? A single poorly worded liability clause. A tiny mistake on a 5 lakh rupee project could explode into a 5 crore rupee lawsuit for consequential damages, wiping out your company, your savings, and your future. You signed the document. The bomb is now ticking. But what if you could defuse these bombs before they were ever planted? What if you could read a contract not as a lawyer, but as a strategist, spotting the traps from a mile away? You can, and today I'm giving you the intel. We're going to dissect the 7 most dangerous contract red flags that can bankrupt your business. This isn't legal advice. This is your battlefield guide. Number 1, the flexible scope of work. The danger is vague language like ongoing support or general services. This is a client's invitation to scope creep. The elite fix is microscopic precision. Define every deliverable, every quantity, and every deadline. Ask this simple question: can we list the specific deliverables this scope includes and define the process for any work that falls outside of it? This forces a conversation about change orders and, more importantly, additional fees. Number 2, the whenever payment term. Clauses like payment upon completion are a threat to your cash flow. You are not a bank. The elite fix is to structure payments around milestones, demand a deposit always, and add escalating late fees. Ask, can we structure this as 50% upfront? And what is the specific penalty if a payment is late? This signals you are serious about your finances. Number 3, the Til-Death-Do-Us-Part termination clause. Many contracts auto-renew or lack an escape hatch. This can trap you in a failing partnership, bleeding resources for years. You become a hostage. The elite fix is demanding a termination for convenience clause. This lets either party exit with reasonable notice, like 30 days. Ask, under what conditions can we terminate this agreement if it's simply no longer a good fit? Number 4, the one-way indemnity clause. This is a monster. It means you agree to pay the other party's legal bills. A one-sided clause can make you liable for their mistakes. It's financial suicide. The elite fix is to ensure indemnity is mutual and tightly scoped. It should only cover damages directly caused by your proven negligence. Ask, can we make this clause mutual to ensure both parties are protected from third-party claims? Number 5, The unlimited liability catastrophe. This is the deadliest trap. Without a limitation of liability clause, there is no ceiling on what you can be sued for. A small error can lead to a lawsuit for astronomical sums. The elite fix is non-negotiable. You must cap your liability. The gold standard is to limit your total liability to the fees you were paid under the contract. Ask this directly. We need to add a clause that caps our liability at the total fees paid under this agreement. Is that acceptable? If they say no, walk away immediately. Number 6, the home turf governing law. If you're in Bengaluru but the contract says it's governed by the laws of Delhi, you'll have to fight any dispute on their turf. This is a massive strategic and financial disadvantage. The elite fix is to set the governing law to your home state or a neutral one and push for mediation and arbitration before litigation. It's faster and cheaper. Ask, for simplicity, can we agree to have this contract governed by the laws of your state? And finally, number 7, the Act of God Loophole, also known as a force majeure clause. A vague clause can be used as an excuse for almost any failure to perform. After the pandemic, unforeseeable has a new meaning. The elite fix is to be specific. List the exact events that qualify, and critically, define what happens next. Does the contract pause? For how long before it can be terminated? Don't leave it to chance. You see, a contract is not just a legal document. It's a forecast of your future risk, your future cash flow, and your future freedom. Treating it as a mere formality is a gamble you can't afford to lose. You now know how to spot the 7 deadliest traps. You have the intelligence, but intelligence is useless without action. The next step is to turn this knowledge into a system, a process that ensures every contract you sign is not a liability, but a strategic asset that protects and grows your business. To help you do just that, I have created the ultimate tool for the Indian entrepreneur, the Contract Negotiation Checklist. It's a step-by-step strategic guide that translates these principles into a simple, actionable checklist you can use for every negotiation. It gives you the exact language and the confidence to protect your interests. Stop signing away your future. Click the link in the description below to download your checklist. It is the single best investment you will make in your business's financial security this year. Take control. Build on solid ground.